Did you guys know that 65% of adults in the whole world are lactose intolerant? At least according to my 10-second search on Google. What even is lactose? Lactose is a protein found in dairy products, stuff like milk, yogurt, milkshakes, ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant, y'all. Most of lactose intolerant people are Asian. I blame my parents for that. How dare you make me Asian? Everything started when I was in the first year of middle school. I usually start my school days when I was back in primary school with a glass of milk. It was just my morning ritual. You know, the symptoms of lactose intolerance kicks in 30 to 120 minutes after consumption. I ate my breakfast, my mom brought me to my new school on the first day, and then the agony set in. There are multiple symptoms of lactose intolerance. My first two symptoms I got was nausea and dizziness. I was feeling a bit unwell. It got so much worse after that. The dizziness, it was normal dizziness. It was advanced dizziness. The whole classroom was spinning. My first drug trip and I was 10. And it wasn't drugs, it was milk. I was dry heaving. I thought I was going to vomit. My teacher was like, Are you alright? She called my mom and my mom brought me home immediately. When I arrived home, I was suddenly feeling much better. And that kept going the first week. I am a girl who has perfect marks and perfect attendance scores. I can't have lactose intolerance be in my way of that. So in the following weeks, even though I was feeling so bad, I still went to school. I refused to tell the teacher that. I refused my mom to bring me home because I wanted to be in school. I'm that kind of nerd.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
My mom knew I was unwell, so we went to multiple doctors in that first month of middle school. And the first place we went to was a child psychologist. Bitch, what? Well, they thought I was in a new environment, I was with new people. Maybe I have some psychosomatic thing going on in my brain. After I don't know how long I was at that child psychologist, we found nothing. So we went to the next doctor. We went to so many doctors. I even remember that I had an MRT scan on my brain because they thought I had a brain tumor. Well, you can't have a cheese-loving country like Europe think you have lactose intolerance. What is that? That's not supposed to exist. Cheese is life. But then we found the doctor. His name was literally Dr. Angel. Oh, this kid has some indigestion problems. Let's give her some medicine for that. And it did help. It actually helped. I don't know for what reason, but I stopped drinking milk after that. Okay, but how did I even find out about my lactose intolerance? It was in 3rd grade of middle school. Almost over 2 years after what happened with that whole disaster. So as I got older, my lactose intolerance got worse. It was like a skill tree. Next to nausea, dizziness, we have a new thing. Gasiness. I remember it so well. I was having evening class, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., 1 hour break, and then we have 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. In that 1 hour lunch break, I had my very first hot chocolate in a long time. I usually don't drink sweet drinks, but I really felt like having one, so I bought myself a cacao at the supermarket. It was a 3 hours long geographic class. I was sitting there, minding my own business, listening to the teacher talk about Africa or something, and then I felt it. I felt the very first fart approaching. You know what happens when you fart in class when you're 12? Yeah, social suicide. So of course I can't let any fart escape my butthole. I clenched my butt cheeks so tight, I blocked the fart before it could escape. And then another one was coming. Holy crap, why? I was still clenching my butt cheeks. Alright, so far so good. But that class just started. It's 3 hours long. Maybe I should stand up and go to the toilet. But the problem is, the farts kept coming. And I couldn't stand up and walk while clenching my butt. That would just look like I just shat my pants. It was way too dangerous. So I stayed seated. I endured every fart coming. Man, I tell you, on that day in that classroom, I turned into a balloon animal. It was the worst thing ever. I couldn't even concentrate on class anymore. I don't remember anything the teacher taught us because I was just so focused on not farting for 3 hours. And then, God sent, the class finally ended after the 3 hours. You know, when classes end, everyone is like super happy, super excited to finally go home, and they start packing and it gets really loud and everyone is talking, and I took that time to wiggle myself out of everyone's line of sight. After I finally escaped to a safe distance, I started bolting, man. I ran and I farted and I ran so fast. I only lived 10 minutes walking distance from school, so I was good. I could just run home no problem. But I can't run and hold back my farts, and I didn't want people to know I was farting, so I ran so fast that you can only see my after image or only hear the sounds of my fart. I even felt like with all the gas escaping my anus, I was running even faster, like a jet engine. And then I finally farted my way back home. My mom's like, "Oh, hey, welcome back. How was your school day?" I was like, "Can't talk, must fart." Went to the toilet and holy Jesus. It was the accumulation of 3 hours worth of farting. It wasn't just the occasionally fart that I held back. No. It was one fart after the other. I could have farted every minute for 3 hours, and I held back every fart. That's like how much? 3 times 60? That's 180 farts escaping at once on that toilet, that poor toilet. And you know, when you have such a ginormous fart coming out, you don't make that noise anymore. My butt cheek spread like Moses. It's like... I was creating wind. Beware, Fire Nation, I'm gonna get you! On that day, on that toilet, I turned into the Avatar. I was airbending out of my asshole. My mom was worried about me. She was so confused and she asked me, "What is happening? What's up? What are you doing?" "I'm farting, Mom! That's not normal. How are you farting so long?" Yo, Guinness World Record 2008, write me up, because I definitely broke a world record there. My mom looked at me and just calmly said, "Are you lactose intolerant?" And that's how I found out that I'm lactose intolerant. Woo! Okay, I did it. I finally told my fart stories in front of, I don't know, 50,000 people. So the moral of the story, don't give me milk. It's dangerous. But I love ice cream so much. Okay, be honest. How lesbian do I look? Peace out. Thank you for watching. A quick shout out to AAHHH, Haskett, Sleepless Moonlight, and Akai Robin. You guys look cute.